Hello, and welcome to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Many of you have been asking for this, and here it is. Well, I think now I'm going to go to campaign and start a new game. I did create a temporary character before doing this to, well, largely test out my new microphone and adjust the settings of my recording software. Didn't quite work at first. I had to experiment a bit. But I am confident I will do well. Let's see. My character's culture. I'm going to pick Sturgians are the descendants of foreign tribes of northern Calradia. As the Empire expanded into the cold forests, they found that a ready market for the luxurious furs and woodland animals whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chieftains became princes vying for preeminence with the help of Nord mercenaries, who migrated into their realm. They are good hunters and wanderers, travelling far in search of opportunities both for trade and for plunder. Vlandians, 20% more upgrade XP for troops from battles. Clearly a warrior culture. The Vlandians are the descendants of adventurers from the west who lived under the Empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom. With the decline of Imperial authority, they have evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lances on horseback. The Empire. The Calradian Empire is in decline. Even before the murder of Emperor Arenikos, the once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, those factions are in open war. Yet Calradians endure. They are technologically more advanced than their neighbours, and their mastery of engineering is not just evident in their aqueducts, beautiful architecture, and massive city walls. It also makes them experts in siege warfare. 20% construction speed bonus to town projects, wall repairs, and siege engines. Well, that's convenient. The Aserai. The Aserai are the inhabitants of the Nahasa Desert, a mixture of nomadic Bedouin and settled oasis farmers. They are famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of learning of many lands, especially medicine gained from lying on some of the continent's most lucrative trade routes. I think they meant relying. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of the others. But when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. Caravans are 30% cheaper to build and 10% less trade penalty. That's convenient. The Kuzait, confederation of steppe tribes, used to live a nomadic life, but have recently settled in the eastern frontier of the empire and are slowly transitioning into an agrarian society. With permanent town centres, despite this, they still retain many aspects of their nomadic life, including their affinity with horses. They are masters of mounted archery, shooting and then galloping out of reach. 10% extra speed bonus for horsemen on campaign map. And the Battanians. The Battanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across northern Calradia and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going to battle, and even their noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. Forests give 10% less speed penalty to these parties. I'm not sure who to choose. I'm leaning toward Battanians or Sturgians. I think Sturgians. I'll make my character half Battanian, half Sturgian. I have an idea for what I want to do, so I'm going to go female. I'm going to cut away. She's going to be an Amazon, real tall. Maybe I'll make her a dwarf. No, Amazon. I'll cut away here and come back in a moment. See you then. Okay, we are done. Gave her some colouring there. She seems rather formidable. On to the next part. Choose your family. You were born into a family of... I kind of wish there was an option to choose family of smiths, but I'll go with free farmers. Your family had just enough land to feed themselves and make a small profit. People like them were the pillars of the kingdom's economy, as well as the backbone of the levy. 10 skill level and 1 focus point to athletics and polearm, 1 attribute point to endurance. Okay. Next. As a child, you were noted for leadership, brawn, attention to detail. For your brawn? You were big, and other children looked to have you around in any scrap with children from a neighbouring village. You pushed a plough and throw an axe like an adult. 1 focus point and 200 in throwing, 1 attribute point to vigor. Like all village children, you helped out in the fields. You also herded sheep, worked in the village smithy. Okay. Worked in the village smithy. You were apprenticed to a local smith. You learned how to heat and forge metal, hammering for hours at a time until your muscles ached. 1 focus point to 200 in smithing. 1 attribute point to vigor. In war-torn Calradia, especially in frontier or tribal areas, some women, as well as men, learn to fight from an early age. You trained with the Hearth Guard, stood guard at the garrison, rode with the scouts, trained with the infantry, joined the skirmishers, trained with the infantry. Levy, armed with a spear and shield, drawn from small holding farmers, have always been the backbone of most armies of Calradia. 1 focus point to polearm, 1 one-handed, 1 attribute point to vigor. Well, I'm vigorous, aren't I? Next. Before you set out for your life as an adventurer, your biggest achievement was you defeated an enemy in battle, you saved your village from a flood, you invested some money in land, hunted a dangerous animal, had a famous escapade in town. Treated people well. You hunted a dangerous animal. Wolves, bears are a constant menace to the flocks of northern Calradia, while hyenas and leopards trouble the south. You went with a group of your fellow villagers and fired the missile that brought down the beast. Bow, maybe? Defeated an enemy in battle. Not everyone who musters for the levy marches to war. Not everyone who goes on campaigns sees action. You did both. You also took down an enemy warrior in direct one-on-one combat, in the full view of your comrades. 1 point to one and two-handed, 1 point to vigor, +1 valor, and +20 renown. Next. Like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your 2 younger siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because... You organized the travelers to break out. You encouraged the fellow travelers in the inn to break out in a coordinated fashion. Raiders killed or captured most, but you and your brother were able to escape. 1 focus point to leadership and charm, 1 attribute point to social. Next. You prepare to set off with your brother on a mission of vengeance and rescue. Here is your character. Click to finish. I'm going to name her Barbaca. Wait. No. Barbaca. Okay. Next. Determine the game difficulty. Friendly troops receive realistic damage. Friendly parties receive realistic damage. Player received... I'll go realistic. I'm going to die so many times. Recruitment difficulty. Realistic. Movement speed. Realistic. Combat AI. Veteran. Normal. I'm going to go challenging. I will enable death. Auto allocate clan member perks. I'm not sure what that means. Should I select it? No. Start game. Sister, it's been 3 days now. We've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue Thor and Alishka? Are we up for a fight? This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush off our skills. The practice could come up. Could be useful when we catch up to those raiders. I'm going to run the course. I need to know if I can fight if I have to. Let's go on then. Alright, I know how to move. Horse area. I'll do a little sparring. Pick those up. Go to trainer. Okay. Is my volume off? There we go. That one just seems to be a dummy. I'll take the sword and shield. Come on. Come on. Okay, time for the veteran. Come on. There we go. Let's try two-handed. If you feel like it, just skip over the tutorial. I'm just playing around. Get a bit of training in. Keep swinging, keep swinging. Don't try to block too much. There we go. Ah, I can forego the lance, I think. I'll skip over the horsemanship and whatnot. Get into an actual fight. Maybe I'll come back and practice my horsemanship and the other things later. I will leave. Before we do anything else, we are low on food. There is a village to the north. Let's buy some provisions. Thank you. Party is done by clicking on the map. Okay. And we're going to Teva. into the settlements. Take a walk. We're here, I guess. So, we need food, and after that, maybe some men to come with us. The headman can probably help us. Let's try and find him. You're right, brother. Holding Alt to find the headman. That's my brother. And there's the headman up here. Riding a horse is a little more difficult in Bannerlord than in Warband. I'm Ganimus, headman of the village. What brings you here? We need help. Some raiders have taken our younger brother and sister captive. We think they may have passed this way. They got your people too? Sorry to hear that. Those bastards have done a bit of killing and looting in these parts as well. We think they've gone north. I reckon there are a few folk around here who'll join you in going after them, if you'll pay for the gear. Once you've made your preparations, come and talk to me again. I may have a task for you, if you are going after the raiders. Okay. Press tab to leave, obviously. Recruit troops. I'll take them all, I suppose. Buy food too. Rather expensive for grain, but that's fine. Talk to the headman. Okay. Glad to see you found what you needed. Now, about the matter I mentioned earlier. There's this wandering doctor who comes through here from time to time. Name of Tactios. Treats people for free. We're fond of him. Well, we last saw him a few days ago. He was carrying some sort of chest, which he was very mysterious about. He was on some sort of quest, he said, though wouldn't tell us more. He set off on the road just a few hours before the raiders come through here. Well, he's not really a worldly type, just the kind of fellow who'd stumble into a trap and let himself get captured. We're worried about him. If you can keep an eye out for him, this Tactios, we'd be grateful. Maybe, if he's alive and well, he'll tell you a little more about his quest. Okay. And I leave. There are a few raiders here. I'll go after these ones. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Sorry about that, I had to cut away. Let's attack these looters or whatever. Everyone charge in. Now, I did learn early on not to go in first. I'm becoming more proficient than when I first jumped in here. bunch of these. Take the loot. Before I jump in there, two-handed skill. Hit points increased by 3%. 1.5% extra two-handed damage. Hit point increase. Or extra damage. I'll go for hit points. Might as well. I also decided not to upgrade to use these things here unless I really need to. You know, if I happen to be going up in one discipline or another. Attack these ones. Charge in. I'll come behind. Oh, did I miss him? I think so. Ooh, and I gained a level. Good for me. Two down. Perhaps I should sell this loot in a nearby village before going after the bandit lair. Might give me more money? I don't know. I better check my level. Hit points increase. More one-handed damage might be better. Could use more polearm skill. Why not? I'll bring up my spear next time. Let's attack.
On them now!
Let's go get them. Oof, they hit me. Ah. They keep blocking my spear. Well, I got one kill. I might have gotten more if I'd used my sword. Lots of prisoners. More loot. Less swing, but more cut. I think swing's better for me right now. Rescue several prisoners that the raiders were dragging along. They look parched, exhausted. Short while, one staggers to his feet and comes over to you. I don't know who you are, but I'm in your debt. These brigands would have marched us to our deaths. My name is Tactios. I am a doctor by trade. I was on, well, a bit of a quest. But I'm thinking I'm not really made for this kind of thing. I was with a caravan and they just came out of the bush. We were surrounded and outnumbered, so we gave up. I figured they'd keep us alive, if just for the ransom, but then they started flogging us along at top speed without any water, and I was just about ready to drop. I could feel the signs of heat stroke creeping up, and I told them, but they just flogged me more. If your group hadn't come along, maybe I have a way to thank you properly. We're looking for 2 children captured by the raiders. Can you tell us anything? I am afraid I haven't seen any children, but after our caravan was attacked, the chief of the robbers, the one they call Radagos, took and rode off with our more valuable belongings, including a chest that I had. He seemed to be controlling more than one band raiding around this area. If this lot has your kin, then I think he'd be the one to know. And since I have nothing of value left to repay your help, I'll tell you this. If you do catch up with and defeat that ruffian, you may be able to recover my chest. It contains a valuable ornament, which I was told could be of great value, if you know where to sell it. I was trying to find out more about it, but as I say, I've had all my urge for travelling flogged out of me. Right now, I don't think I'd venture more than 20 paces from a well as long as I live. We'll keep that in mind. It doesn't look like much, but I suspect this lot would give it away for a few coins. But I got it from a mercenary whom I treated once and swore it was related to Neretsti's volley. I don't know what that means, except that Neretsis was, of course, the emperor who died in battle some years back. Maybe you can find out its true value. Thanks for saving me again. I hope our paths will cross again. Okay, I'll sell some of the loot down here in the village. Press 3 to go faster. Don't really need any of that except for the grain. There we go. I'm at 96% health. I can work with that. Let's attack. Everyone charge in. Let's go kill them. Follow me. Hold here. Hold here. If there's just one, I think I can take them on. By myself. Oh, charge in. Damn it. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, why did I jump in? Why did I have to go in? I knew there were two. Okay, not a promising start. I had to get a kill, didn't I? You're defeated by Radagos' party, but your brother saved you. It doesn't look like they're going anywhere, though, so you should attack again once you're ready. You must have 4 members. Oh, maybe I'll just wait in the village or sell the prisoners I have at the nearby town of Poros. Oh, Lycaran. I'll go to Lycaran. Oh, wait, I have 100% HP for some reason. I'll go in. Okay, let's try this one more time. Follow me. Hopefully it goes better this time. Hold here. I can take this one myself. Okay, follow me. I'll follow you. I'm too injured. I might capture it. I might get a kill. If I'm lucky. I'm not going to fight duels with brigands, I know that. And Radagos. So, who's this that comes through my place of business, killing my employees? We heard you took our little brother and sister. Where are they? Good heaven! I'll need a better description than that. My men have harvested a dozen of little brats in this region. Quite good hunting grounds. Already sent most of them south to the slave market. I know, though.
Since your hunt for your kin is fruitless, how about you clear off and save your own lives? Either that, or I'll force you to lick up all the blood you've spilt here with your tongues. Or you and I can settle this one-on-one.
I don't do slavers. Attack! Well, I took out 2.
Well, I recognise defeat when I see it. If I'm going to be your captive, let me introduce myself. I'm Radagos. You haven't cut my throat yet, which was a wise move. I'm sure I can find a way to be worth more to you alive than dead.
You'd better help us get our brother and sister back, or you'll swing from a tree.
Oh, you'll need my help, all right, if you want to get them back alive, that is. See, my boys have some pretty specific instructions about what to do if there's a rescue attempt. Shall we get on the road? Remember, if I drop dead of exhaustion or drown in some river, that's it for your little dears. I don't expect a cosy palanquin now, but you'd best not make it too hard a trip for me.
You come across a chest with an old piece of bronze in it. It's so battered and corroded that it could have been anything from a cup to a crown. This must be the chest Tactios mentioned to you that had something to do with Neretzi's folly. Nose hone. I was hoping to find more treasure here, but I think business wasn't going too well for Radagos and his gang. I found this strange-looking piece, though. Doesn't look too valuable, but it could be the artifact Tactios was talking about. Maybe we can sell it to one of the noble clans for a hefty price. All right, then. Let's get on the road. I have a better idea. We would have a better chance if we split up now. I'll take Radagos and go find the slaver market and look for a way to free the children. However, we must be careful not to endanger their lives, and it could be better to just buy them. We need to have our purse full for that, though. I'll need to take these men with us. Radagos is a slippery one. I don't want him getting away. So, you want me to raise the money to ransom the little ones? Indeed. You'll have to find a way to do that. Maybe this bronze thing can help. Tactios said it could be worth a fortune to the right person. If you manage not to get killed, if he's telling the truth, you must be careful. Never reveal that you have it, but try to understand its value and how it can be sold. One more thing. When you are talking to nobles and other people of importance, make sure you present yourself as someone from a distant but distinguished family. Family name. You can use our family name if you like, or make up a new one. You will have a better chance of obtaining an audience with nobles, and it'll be easier for me to find you by asking around. call me Barbaca... Hammerfall. Which banner should I choose? Axes, bows. Either something Nordic or Celtic. A helmet? Maybe. Some strange symbols, perhaps. Ooh, this looks like Thor's hammer. I'll go with Thor's hammer, and I'll make it blue, maybe green, blue. Sigil color. I'll go blue. Get on the road now. Once I locate the little ones, I'll come find you. Tutorial's over. You're now free to explore Calradia. I have some grain still. Only 1,000 dinars though. I guess brother took some of that. Over here are the quests. Rebuild the clan. Neretzi's Folly. 2,000 dinars. 20 men. 50 renown. Hire a companion. And that's a clan. I can have 3 companions. 20 troops. I think for now I want to focus on being an infantry character, so I'm going to go on foot. And I think I'm going to end the video off here. We've taken our first steps in Bannerlord's Calradia. Barbaca is of Sturgian and Battanian descent. One of her ancestors came from the Nordic lands and brought the Nordic gods with them. She worships Thor. Her father was a farmer. Her mother was from a noble family of the Nords, but they've fallen on hard times, so she married down. There are some who claim that Barbaca is in fact descended from Thor, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed the video thus far. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. See you then.